and gang who are said to have used encrypted calls with specific digital IDs. Atiq is said to have used 3 Apple IDs to have these encrypted calls. The calls were based on FaceTime IDs, and a handwritten document also shows code names for his gang members. These are the details that have come in of how code names had been used in an encrypted call that was being made by Atiq and his gang members. Remember, he was active even when he was in jail. Now details coming in of how he would interact with the other gang members. My colleague Priyank Tripathi joining us on the broadcast with the details of these encrypted calls that were made. Priyank, take us through the details and these code names that had allegedly been used by Atiq and gang.
Pratibha, this was an encrypted document which was found from the possession of Atiq and his gang members. And what it clearly suggests that they were using these softwares before the killing of Umesh Pal. The whole conspiracy to kill Umesh Pal was hatched while Atiq Ahmed was lodged inside the Samarkand jail. These code names include Chote 007, which is the code name of Ashraf, because Ashraf was the younger brother of Atiq. Then Yadav 00 is the code name which belonged to Atiq's son Asad, who was later on killed in an encounter. Later to that, if you see, the XYZZ1122 was the code name which was given to one of the accused, Niaz, who did the recce at the residence of Umesh Pal, who was also been made and accused by the Uttar Pradesh police. Bihar Tower was the code name of the shooter Arman, who was part of this killing which happened in the month of February 2023. Advocate 01 belonged to Shaukat Hanif. Hanif was also arrested because he had sent these pictures to the shooters as well as to Asad before the encounter could happen. So all these encrypted softwares were used with iPhone IDs, with specific IDs. And very interestingly, if Atiq was supposed to use these numbers, they also had specific code names and specific digital code names, so that that particular calling number can be activated or some FaceTime ID call can be done on these FaceTime IDs. So very important thing which has been found by the UPST. We were also getting to know about these specific information, but today is the first time when we have managed to get these papers, these documents, which shows that how these encrypted software were used by the gang to kill Umesh Pal.
Okay, all right. So these documents that you've accessed show the extent to which Atiq and gang were going to hoodwink the police and try not being traced. Meenakshi joining us with a document with the details, Meenakshi, of the code words that were used by Atiq and gang.
Well, absolutely, Pratibha. Now, what we have is a part of Atiq's diary, which was retrieved by the police. Obviously, it has been accessed by our colleague Priyank, who's bringing us all these exclusive details, which are only available on Times Now. Now, what you see here are code names. You know, a cursory glance at it, you may not understand a word because it says words like Chote 007 @icloud.com, Bade 006 @icloud.com, and so on and so forth. Now these are code names which Atiq had given to his brother Ashraf, his son and other gang members. Now all these code names, of course, are for encrypted calls which were made amidst all these people. These are the main accused in the Umesh Pal murder case. The latest, of course, source-based information coming in that iPhones were provided inside the jail and Atiq was using encrypted calls. Gang members were using these pseudo names, this code name to interact with each other inside jail. This is a type of syndicate which the man was running, using iPhones, using encrypted names, coded names to stay in touch with other gang members. The idea, of course, to plan Umesh Pal's murder case, and that's really, you know, the part which has been unraveled by the parts of the diary which have been recovered by the police today, Pratibha.
Okay, all right. Meenakshi and Priyank, thank you for joining us with those exclusive inputs. Slipping into a short break here on that note. We'll be right back to stay with us.